Hi there, and welcome back to this series on how to successfully create a garden or a landscape lighting design. This is video 5 of 6, so if you haven't watched videos 1 to 4, I suggest you do that first and then come back. Or if you are up to speed, then keep on watching. Hi there, I'm James. I'm one of the directors here at Astra Lumos, and today we'll be continuing with our 6-part series on how to successfully create a landscape or garden lighting design. In this video, we're going to be looking at how outdoor lighting affects both the environment and others. What considerations do we need to think about, and also how to make sure that if you are creating a garden lighting design that one you're going to install yourself, that you're not going to be that neighbour that just really annoys everybody with a bright light shining at other people's properties. I'm sure we've all been there. I know I definitely have when I've gone to sleep and a neighbour has left their outdoor security light on and it has just been really infuriating. Or perhaps when you visited a property or you're travelling and you're staying in a hotel and you just happen to have that room that's got the street light right outside it. That is exactly what we are trying to stop. Well, avoid. So probably a good place to start would be light pollution, because obviously in this video we're going to talk about the environment, and light pollution is probably a major topic when it comes to lighting a garden or landscape. So what is light pollution? Well, light pollution is defined as artificial light at night, or the excessive use or poor use of artificial outdoor light. And some of the side effects that this light pollution can have is obviously it disrupts natural patterns. So for nature and animals and birds and stuff and bugs and things like that actually need the dark. It obviously any sort of light being used will be increasing the amount of CO2 in the environment. It can disrupt human sleep. And obviously finally it obscures the stars. So what we're trying to look at, or what we're trying to achieve in our garden or landscape lighting design, is only using light where it will have the best impact. Because obviously if you light everything, you're not going to be able to get that contrast between light and dark, and that is essentially what creates the interest at a different time of day. It's the lighting of key elements and the darkness of the surround that then creates that interest. A few easy steps that we can follow to ensure that we're not increasing the light pollution, and we're not disrupting anybody else's enjoyment of their darkness or night, is make sure that security or floodlights are focused more down, or perhaps have a hood, and that way that the light doesn't spread too far beyond where it should do. Minimize uplighting. Uplighting is really popular, and that's because the effect it gives is wonderful. However, there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. So what we do in our lighting designs and our installations is we try to minimize uplighting and only using them where absolutely necessary, because essentially you are just shining a light into the sky. We also ensure that all our lights have a temperature of 3000 Kelvin or less. Any cooler than this, so a 4000 or a 6500 for example, which is daylight white, really has an even worse effect on nature. And in fact there has been reports where you've got robins and other birds actually singing at night because the light pollution was so bad that they've believed that it was almost daylight too soon. Another thing we do for our clients in particular is, as much as we can, we try and set up timers and programs in the control systems so that their outdoor lights go off at 11 p.m. unless they specifically override that program. That is just sort of we are taking steps from our point of view, from a design, supply, install perspective, in that if we can almost set that up, then it is down to the clients to override that on occasion, whereas if they just leave it as it is, the light on for a certain amount of time and then turn off after 11. And what that gives us is just sort of a bit more peace of mind, knowing that what we've done is try and reduce our impact on light pollution. And then finally, that everything I've discussed is just to make sure that you don't want to be that neighbour whose garden is Blackpool illuminations, and whilst other people are trying to enjoy their garden at night, they're just getting this huge glow coming over the fence. Hopefully that, I know once again I've probably just scratched the surface. We could probably dive into this a lot deeper. However, if you've got any particular comments or questions, or you want to know a bit more information, do give me a call or drop me an email address. Perhaps like and subscribe to this video and this channel, because we'll be covering a few more topics on both lighting design, installation, and everything in between. Hopefully see you on the next video, which will be the last video in this 6-part series. So I'll see you there.